Before we start the video, make sure you check the description to join our giveaways.
The year 2021 was an achievement year for a few altcoins. Numerous altcoins soar because of a conversion of variables. One such coin which stood out as truly newsworthy in the market with its general presentation was thorchain's Rune. The crypto space invites such coins which can adjust to the quickly shifting economic situations. Thorchain has shown such way of behaving to adjust rapidly to advertise unpredictability, conveying different administrations in its pack. Thorchain is based on Cosmos SDK, which protects the organization from potential hacks. Rune is the local badge of the stage. The organization isn't benefit arranged. Expenses created by the convention will be boosted by just holding Rune. Stunned by the advantages that Thorchain offers to its symbolic holders? Look no further, as this review will outline the doable cost expectations for 2022 and then some. Thorchain, Rune, price prediction for 2022. Thorchain's 2022 exchange had started with reasonable increases, and a sticker price of $6.786. A flood until the 5th of January, took the cost to $8.208. Be that as it may, a downswing took the cost to $5.791 by the 11th of January, while the altcoin represented an angular bounce back to $7.023 by the 14th of January. Be that as it may, a dump on the lookout took the cost to $3.989 by the 22nd of January. In the wake of floating nearer to the levels until the 4th of February, an advantage assisted the cost with penetrating $5.080 by the 8th of February. Yet, FUD in the business winning from international strains, among others, prompted the month-to-month conclusion at $3.752. The subsequent quarter was an unpleasant lane for Thorchain, as it was for most of crypto resources in the business. The altcoin had a lofty fall in Q2. By the 18th of June, it had lost more than 88% of its benefits. Notwithstanding, a quickly return from the 30.44 RSI, assisted Rune with guaranteeing the sticker price of $1.934 by the 30th of June. Rune price forecast for Q3. Assuming the organization sees more acknowledgement, receptions, and joint efforts, the cost of Rune could flood to a limit of $2.414 toward the quarter's end. On the other hand, in the event that the computerized resource succumbs to the negative opinions in the midst of a potential market slump, the cost of Rune could stagger down to $1.737. Progressively, an equilibrium in the trading tensions could settle Rune's cost at $2.072. Thorchain price forecast for Q4. A bull run beginning from the idealism of the final quarter could push the cost to $2.64. Further, looking for impulse from a potential flood in volumes, the cost could heighten to frame another top at $2.968. Notwithstanding, negative analysis and stiffer rivalry could bring the value down to at least $2.186. Aggregately, with the absence of any outside impetuses, the cost of Rune could land at $2.547. Thorchain price prediction for 2023. With many updates in progress, and gave good economic situations, the cost could skyrocket to $5.072 by 2023. Notwithstanding, in the event that bears rule the market, then the cost could plunge beneath $2.708. With normal trading pressures, the cost could exchange around $3.792 continuously's end. Rune price prediction for 2024. Assuming the team behind Thorchain discharges essential updates and declares significant joint efforts, the cost of Rune holds the possibility to shoot to a limit of $8.214, in the midst of Bitcoin's dividing occasion. Conversely, on the off chance that the convention neglects to resolve to its assumptions, could call for liquidation, which could wreck the cost to $4.221. Progressively, the typical cost can settle at $6.048. Thorchain, Rune, price prediction for 2025. Rune is all the more a local area-driven network, which could put the bulls on the cards for the altcoin. Before very long, On the off chance that it figures out how to keep a comparable innovation, it can move at respectable figures despite the fact that there isn't a lot of improvement ready. Toward the finish of the following 5 years, Rune could exchange at a limit of $12.730. A central issue about the organization is the liquidity, and on the off chance that financial backers neglect to keep up the levels, it could try and wind up getting delisted from noticeable trades. In such circumstances, with FUD, the symbolic cost could take out at $6.635. Thusly, the cost could settle at $9.230, on the off chance that the organization goes over no significant driving force. What is thorchain? Thorchain is a decentralized cross-chain liquidity convention, which works with brokers to trade different digital money resources across many organizations without losing full guardianship of their resources all the while. Besides, the organization permits dealers to trade crypto resources in a permissionless manner, without the utilization of request books to source liquidity. Thorchain environment has its own local symbolic rune. The token is accessible across numerous blockchains, including Ethereum as an ERC20 token and Binance Chain as a BEP20 token. Fundamentally, thorchain is a proof-of-stake blockchain, expected to serve essentially 4 significant capabilities inside the organization's environment: security, governance, rewards, and liquidity. Network validators stake Rune to guarantee the security of the organization. In the liquidity pools, each token is attached to Rune, which makes the expected liquidity to lead trades. Liquidity suppliers and validators can guarantee their rewards as Rune tokens. Also, the thorchain stage permits the brokers to administer their resources with no agent and without additional charges. Central analysis. According to the reports, thorchain has no pioneer, no CEO, and no chiefs. The improvement estimates will be dealt with by GitLab. An authority Twitter handle of thorchain expressed that self-coordinated engineers work through GitLab, and know better what to assemble. At first, the thorchain stage was financed through an underlying DEX offering, IDO, which sent off with the Binance DEX in July 2019. Its mainnet was sent off in January 2021, however a multi-chain redesign is presently booked for 2021. The Bifrost Protocol, BFT, empowers interoperability between chains. Interoperability goes about as the rudiments of the environment without which the whole biological system will fall flat. BFT affirms the trust and security of the stage and abstains from twofold spending and other vindictive ways of behaving. Thorchain tackles blockchain adaptability issues by means of the Yggdrasil Convention. A Convention fills in as the administration